1, 2. Testing, testing. All right, things are live. Hello, welcome. So I know it's a little weird that I'm gonna do an explanation video in a live stream. I'm gonna edit this around a little bit, just to make it a little less clunky. But basically, in this video, I want to explain the new game mode in Minecraft Bedrock Championship, Copycat, and that's just because there's a lot of weird parts to this game mode. The other game modes were a lot more self-explanatory. They were based off of game modes that actually exist and, based off of game modes that people would be more familiar with. And although this is based off of a very simple, like, copy the build kind of game, it's a little bit different than that. And I just, I, I want people to be able to know what they're actually doing. And also to show kind of some of the inner workings of this game mode, because it's cool, although it is one of my weaker game modes in the championship. And I do think if there is a game mode that's going to break the entire championship, it's this one, hands down. It's a new one. It's experimental, so we're still kind of playing around with it. So when players first spawn in, once they pick the game mode, they'll just kind of go in this random box. We may make this look a little bit better. The championship is next week as we're recording this, so we still got a little bit of time. So the emerald block, so basically, yeah, this is just a lobby. This doesn't actually mean anything. Emerald blocks are just kind of important, but the goal of the game is to copy 3 of the 5 builds in the central room, which I'll actually show you the builds here. I have no problem with you guys seeing them ahead of time. I'm not going to go into like explicit detail with them, but as you can see, they're all pretty basic. The idea is that I think you spawn in like around here, and you can actually step on the emerald block, and it'll teleport you back to your plot. And your plot is where you're actually going to be building these 5 builds. So orientation matters, and what platform you build it on matters as well. So if I actually show you, my name isn't linked up to any of the plots right now because I actually just punched in all of the gamer tags, and I'll show you actually right now. Like I just punched in all of the gamer tags for every individual player, so it'll teleport them all to their individual team plots. So if we go into like Blue's plot, which is this one right here, you can actually see like they're all completely identical. I've just cloned them. So this is what the plot will look like, and as you can see, like, yeah, it matters which platform you build it on. It has to be the same as in the main room, so that's going to be like the castle one, that's the redstone one, that's the one with my face, that's the one with like the concrete, and then that's like the little ruined house. So now, to get the blocks, I know a lot of people are going to be asking, you're going to spawn in that other room over there, you're going to come in here, and there's tools here. Split them with your partner. There's no PV. Keep inventories on. You physically cannot kill each other. You might be able to kill each other in this room. Let me see, actually. No, you cannot. Okay, that's good. If you can, I was going to get rid of that. So to get XP, you stand on this pressure plate here, and it gives you XP levels, and you can hear the cat noises. That's because I'm praying to Mr. Cuddles, who is the overlord who gives us XP. Yeah, you technically can just break this. Oh, shit. You can't just break the statue. I realized tile drops was off. I'm going to have to fix that. While we were testing, Andy and Ethan, who were helping me test this mode, they're like, hey, it'd be really helpful if we could get our blocks back. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, you didn't put tile drops on. I'm like, oh, shit. That's going to be difficult to do some of the stuff that you can do if there's no tile drop. So as you can see, I just got some XP. I think I'm able to teleport back. So to go back, you step on this pressure plate, and it just warps you back. As you can see, I never actually stood on the pressure plate. It's all test for commands. There's no actual redstone hooked up to any of this. So you got the shop. And the shop, you can there's a little bit of parkour here that you guys can do. And you can purchase whatever you need. So if you need an oxide daisy, you can purchase an oxide daisy for 3. Oh, it's 1 level for 3. Yep, there we go. You can buy some redstone, 3 levels for 9. So you really don't need that much XP. And yeah, you could just stand on Mr. Cuddles for like the first 30 seconds of the game and have all the XP you need. You cannot share XP with your partner. So maybe that's something you guys should strategize on, of like maybe one of you should get all the items while the rest of you smelt stuff and maybe tries to memorize a couple of builds. Or you could just each work on individual builds. But again, you only need to finish 3 of them. You do not need to do all 5, although you can if you want. There's only 12 minutes of expected proper teammates, and the 5 wins like the game mode and gets first place bonus points. Um, and then after that, if you want to build like the whatever 2 you haven't built, feel free to do so. I really wanted to explain the basic mechanics of this though, just because it's a little bit complicated. Like with parkour, you're just jumping straight in a line, you know what I mean? Battle is a little complicated. Like spleef is spleef. If you don't know what spleef is, you're gonna find out pretty quick. I think what I'll do is a brief video. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you some of the changes I made while I'm here in this video. So copycat, that's pretty much the gist of it. So you get the blocks. By the way, a lot of the blocks are actually craftable. So I'd study your crafting recipes. For example, concrete. You've got to make the physical concrete. Every block in the shop is also Every block in the shop is usable at some point. It's just up to you to figure out how much of it you need to buy. So you will need to get everything in here. I kind of did that to simplify the shop on my end so that you didn't have to get random items. The only thing I am a little worried about when it comes to the shop is it's using radius commands. So if there's someone else in the shop with you, stand right up against the button when you're buying something. Otherwise, it might give the items like it might take their XP and their item, but it might also just take your XP and give them the item if you guys are moving around. So just gonna warn you ahead of time about that. And you know, if someone doesn't watch the video, this particular video, before the championship and they're in the championship, that sucks to be them. They may not know. So just keep in mind, it's just the way the commands work. It's using the new player command. So again, could have optimized a little bit better. I think I could do something like you have to stand on a specific block to buy the item, but it's just another rule that you guys would have to be aware of. And if you weren't, people would be screaming at me that, hey, why am I not getting my items? So it's just sort of something to be aware of. I was considering doing like individual shops for each team, but then I was like, yeah, or do like longer parkour, but I also didn't want this game mode to be based on parkour, so it's a whole thing. Let me actually, oh shit, that's not the right command. Let me actually show you some of the other changes I made. So this is pretty much it for Copycat. When it comes to the game mode, you got my little start station here. Copycat's building game based on memory, knowledge, and speed. Players are tasked with copying 5 builds in their teams using plot resource box in the shop. I don't think I've updated this yet with the new gather XP levels by standing under the statue of Mr. Cuddles the Cat, located in each of your team's plot. Is that everything? Is there another message? Points are awarded. Yeah, points are awarded for completing a build. Bonus points are given to the first 3 teams to finish all 5 builds. Yeah, so this is not updates. I'll fix this after I'm done streaming. Let me actually add that. I'll add it to my little list I got here. Copycat. Start messages. I got a little list of stuff I still need to fix. So the escape level and the parkour, I'm not going to show you guys only because, so there's the escape level actually over there. Yeah, it's better if you don't know. I don't want to give anyone a crazy event. With Copycat, I'm just showing you how the game works. I'm not really, well, I mean, I'm showing you the builds, but it's still up to you to memorize and figure them out, so. It's still possible we might change some of those builds before the actual day of, and I might do it, especially now that I've shown you guys what they look like. So, yeah, just something to be aware of. So this is a Battle Royale lobby. We've made some slight changes to the way it works. Overall, I don't think we've added any new chest locations or anything like that. Mainly what we've done is, and by we I just mean me, I've censored the map again. I've removed, there was a giant marijuana leaf made out of granite, and then there was also a giant lapis penis. And, oh, sorry. Am I going to get demonetized for saying penis? You know, fuck it, I don't care. Followed up by an F-bomb. There was a giant penis. I got rid of it. We also added the armor stand here. For the knock knock joke, spiffy gent guy. I put Curse of Vanishing on unenchanted bows, stone tools, and chain armor. That's just like some of the basic loot out of the common chest. Here they are here, so if I could show you like, I didn't do it to crossbows. Basically, when a player dies, they won't drop those items, they'll just be deleted. And that's just to get rid of some of the shitty loot that, you know, early game is good, but late game is just not viable. And I was kind of like, well, common chests are pretty, well, they're common, so worst case scenario, they don't get the chain leggings that they were chasing this guy off of. It's kind of a bit of a strategy too, I suppose. I guess it's not really a strategy. It's just to clutter, or it's just to clean up the inventory and make you actually find stuff that you, like when you kill someone, they only drop stuff that you actually may need. So, we also made it so deathmatch will actually teleport players who are dead, because in the championship, people didn't realize there was a button here that spawns, that brings you to the deathmatch arena. And honestly, when it comes to just like game perfection, anyway, it teleports you now. So hopefully that works. I haven't tested the teleport. Worst case, it teleports them all back into the game. Definitely testing that before the actual day. Don't you worry about it. Okay, so we're back in the main area. We also have so this isn't like a game feature, but this is the new lobby, which you probably, I think you get a glimpse of it in the trailer, like you get like that or something. I don't really remember. But we got like the Hall of Fame with like the stats of the highest players for each game, which I feel like this might be beaten, but it might not be because they had a lot of time. This could stay. The escape, I don't know, because it's a different level now too. It's a totally different arena. So we'll see. I might just change, I'm sorry, Ryder. I might just change the escape thing to whoever wins this week. Or this championship. Spleef. Someone's definitely getting more than 100 points this time. Sorry, Peters. Because I've jacked up all the point values of Spleef because you're only doing one round this time. This is the only one that I think might be topped by Caper himself, because I didn't change anything about parkour except for a couple of the jumps. And kind of same with this one. So if someone can get 3 kills as a team and then win the game, I'll top this, I guess. No, wait, no, they should pass it, right? Because if they tie with it, then these guys still got it first. So it should be 4 kills, and they pass, yeah. And then we have Peters HD as the most accidental team kills. I'm wondering if someone will just purposely yeet their teammate off the cliff in cacti just to top Peters. I was gonna add like an actual like kill counter for cacti on this side, but I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I still can. We'll see. But this is the lobby. Not much has really changed. I do want to show you some of the Spleef stuff because that was overhauled. So Spleef is only 1 round, as I've mentioned. You get a netherite shovel now. There's a little bit of decay going on there, so actually I'll just reset it real quick. So reset players, reset map. I'm not actually going to start a round because it's just me here, so I'm just going to go into the actual game and just kind of show you what it's like. So I should get all the effects and whatnot. I just won't have the, oh no, I guess I'll give myself blocks too. So at the start of the game, now with Spleef, you get, oh wait, that's quartz, not snow. Snow. I don't know why I looked up block. All right. So the way this works, actually, I think it's off. Oh no, the decay's on right now. Oh, I have to fix that. So you got snow. You can't place it, as you can see, and you actually do run out of it. So just be aware of that. You only got so much. But as you can see, the blocks are actually decaying behind me. So it's relatively slow. I think I did slow it down from what it was before. But basically, if you stand still, it's going to eventually... Oh, there it goes. What's it doing? It's a little finicky. There it goes. So you can see, yeah, if you stand still, I think it's just because it's not a ticking area set up yet, which I need to do. Or, well, there is one, but it's just not on right now because the game isn't actually going. But, as you can see, it actually slowly decays. So this will happen under every player once the game starts. Again, we might slow it down a little bit more. It's a little fast, but that's the idea. I think, too, what Vido was telling me to do was, like, maybe make it so it doesn't go right off the bat. It starts maybe, like, 30 seconds or a minute into the game. Spleef is supposed to be a pretty short game. Tile drops are on here because I didn't do the game rules. Tile drops will be off during the actual game, but yeah. So that's that. When it comes to building, you can actually build back up now. So you can't build, so if I actually line some of this out, you can't build below the arena and you can't build above the arena, but you can build back up. So say there's like a hole here, you could be like, oh, I'm gonna go back up. So this is just to kind of, again, the big problem with Spleef in the first championship was the whole camping thing. People were camping and there was really no way to counter that because we didn't have snowballs. I don't know, I guess you could keep tile drops on if you really wanted to. You could craft more snow, but like, then there's just that lag that comes with it, so rather not. Yeah, you really can't stand still very long in this anymore, which is pretty cool. I like that. If there's a strategy though, stand in between 4 blocks. Sometimes it just won't count as you're on any block, which again is a problem, but to balance that out, players can build back up to get you, so it's a whole thing. So yeah, you have Netherite Shovel now, and you have Haste 2. I think before it was only Haste 1. So you can actually mine a lot quicker than what it was before. And Ethan, who's helping me test this, he's like, why is it grass and then still soil? And then he tried to come up with a whole reasoning of like, yeah, oh, it's because it melts into grass, and then the grass decays into soul soil. And I'm like, yeah, that's why. It's not because they're all just mineable with the shovel and none of them fall, and it was just supposed to 2 blocks I picked. No, that wouldn't be it at all. So it's a little bit like TNT Run now, basically, is what I'm saying. It's not exactly like TNT Run, but it's a little bit like TNT Run. So that's Spleef. That's pretty much the only changes we made. That and, yeah, as I mentioned before, it's only 1 round this time. There you go. I gave myself resistance before I started this video, and I didn't take it away. So, anyway, it is optimized for other players. It just doesn't seem like that right now because it's not an actual tournament going on that I'm just sort of in testing right now. So, it's pretty cool. Just reset. So that's Spleef. Pretty cool. I'm thinking I'm going to do some videos on my channel just to kind of explain how these games actually run and how I set them up, because this video is just sort of explaining how it works. So in terms of this voting, as you can see, pretty much the same. I think it was stone brick or something before. Now it's quartz, and then you got copycat in here, so you can actually let's vote for copycat. It's all the same stuff otherwise. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So what did I do? Copycat, Spleef, and just sort of some brief explanation. Oh, Gladiators. Hey, you guys haven't played that yet. So this is Gladiators. I know you guys have probably seen this with the trailers, but basically teams will be versing each other in a series of 2v2s. Every team will verse every other team, and every round, one team will actually sit out. That's just because it's an odd number of 5, so I cannot have the 5th team versing a 6th team, for example. So that's just the way it works. So I'll teleport you in, start each round, and each round has like different TPs with you guys. So anyway, it's a whole thing, but that's basically how it works. I think it's iron armor and diamond swords, if I'm correct. Oh, it's iron swords. Never mind. And then you got bows, and I think, yeah, 2 golden apples and a couple regen potions. So make the most of them. And yeah, and you get those every round, so you don't have to worry about wasting them. You get a restock every round. So good luck, guys. Have fun. And if you are planning to tune in live, I don't know if I will be live streaming the event. When I mean, I could. The points are a lot simpler this time, but a lot of my end is just gonna be math and seeing what they're up to and watching their streams. So I don't think I will be live, but you will be live on Twitch, among others who I know will be streaming on YouTube or Twitch or whatever they stream on, and others will be just recording the event, so and like posting it to the YouTube after the fact. So we'll see, but that's gonna be all. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.